Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are going to be doing a get ready with me Q&A. I already did my hair. My hair was actually very crazy. I took a shower last night and I woke up with it being crazy. I straightened it and I just did this like side parting. It's not even two to the side because I didn't want it two to the side. But this is how my hair is looking. I still look kind of rough. My face is still very bare. But that's why today we are going to be doing get ready with me. But before this video starts, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel down below. And like this video if you like get ready with me Q&As. And comment down other video ideas you guys would like to see. So now we're gonna go ahead and get started. I do ask you guys questions on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following my Instagram yet, make sure you guys follow it at baaavby.g. Baby G. So whenever I do Q&As and stuff, I don't do it on Twitter because not a lot of people have Twitter. So I do it on Instagram. So I'm gonna have my mirror right here. I do need to put my hair back though because as you guys can tell, my hair keeps coming to the front. Okay, so there. I put my hair back. Don't mind my ears. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with some daily moisturizer because I did shower yesterday and I put lotion on my face, but this morning it just needs a little bit moisturizing. Now we're going to brush out these eyebrows. I haven't went to get my eyebrows done nor my nails. Like my nails are really bad. Look at them. They are fully grown out. Icky. This one even fell. Like when I was getting out the shower and I was drying myself with my towel, like my nail just popped off. So my nails are rusty, my eyebrows are rusty. Quarantine needs to be over with so they can open up the salons. My nail girl is still doing a few appointments, but she's not taking in soak offs to take off nails. So yeah, and I don't feel like getting, like I do want my nails done again, but then again I don't. So my eyebrows come out looking bad. I am so sorry. I literally have no control over them at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I do have a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows. If you guys want to see that video, make sure you guys press the I right here, and it'll also be down in the link below. So BRB. Okay, so those are the eyebrows. I'm still gonna clean them up. My hair is like coming out of the ponytail. There's something I want to do. I want to like buy a bunch of stuff from like online during this quarantine and then do like a quarantine shopping online haul. I don't know how to like actually say it or how I'm thinking about titling it, but I be like feeling so guilty whenever I want to buy something. Like I'm just like, do I really want to waste money on this? I don't know why I have that different mentality and stuff. Like I would buy anything for my daughter. Like I literally went to Walmart the other day and I spent $50 on buying just pants for her. Like, and like buying pants and like buying formula and stuff for her. Like I'm so easy to buy something for my daughter, but for me, like when it comes to me, I'm just like, nah, that's like wasting money, blah blah. But I want to do that. So if you guys know any shopping websites that you guys actually recommend, then let me know for clothes, accessories, whatever it may be, you know. Okay, another thing I want to say real quick before I start the haul, I am not going to be posting the screenshot of the person who asked the question because I think one or two people say please don't put my username on screen, or like don't show my username, I guess what they said. So I didn't think about that last time, like if it was okay for you guys. So I'm gonna not put anybody's just in case somebody doesn't want to be, you know, shown. But if you know your question, then you know who you are. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started since I'm done with my eyebrows. It's been almost a week that I posted that. It was last Thursday and today is Wednesday that I posted the Q&A thingy, so I am sorry. I couldn't find my tripod. I went on live and I said I didn't do the video because I couldn't find my tripod, and I found it and you wouldn't guess where it was at. It was all the way in the bottom drawer of this thing. Okay, so first question is, somebody asked, how is it like living with your family again? So it is actually, it's not either good or bad. Like I don't hate it or like it, because I do miss being with my suegra, but then I like being here with my family because I don't feel as lonely, to be honest, because that's the reason why one of the reasons why I moved out. If you guys saw my I moved out thing, it was because I felt very lonely at her house. You know, this was before quarantine even happened. This was before they even canceled schools. So, you know, obviously if I would have stayed while they canceled schools, then I would have seen them more. Like I would have seen the kids more. I would have interacted with them more. But since during the time when he left, there was still school going on here where I live, I didn't see anybody really. I've always felt lonely. I was just always in my room. But I feel a little bit better now. I don't feel as lonely because I have my parents to keep me occupied. Not occupied, but like, you know, distract me from my boyfriend not being here. Next question. How did your family and friends react when you told them you were pregnant? Let's talk about my family first and then friends. So, if you guys haven't seen my pregnancy story, that's pretty the one that you guys, most of you guys found me on. But, my suegra was the one who actually told my mom because, they had came over when I told my boyfriend only to come over, and she came over because my boyfriend had told her that morning, and she was the one who actually spilled the beans to my mom. My mom was, of course, she was upset. Like, she was in shock. Like, she wasn't mad, like, fucking, you know, cussing me out and shit. But she was just like, you know what you did, and, like, there's nothing we can do now. My mom was never in that mindset where she was like, oh, you have to abort it. And this is still on? Oh, my gosh. She was never in that mindset, like, oh, you have to abort it. You can't have it. You're too young or whatever. So she said, you know what you did, and you know you have to face the consequences. And I'm gonna do a natural look, by the way. So I'm getting this palette. This is my Morphe 25D palette. I pretty much said, yeah, I understand, like, what I did. And she wasn't mad, but she wasn't happy about it. Obviously, she's I come from a very strict Hispanic family, Mexican family. So again, and she ended up being good with me literally the day next, because she called my dad that same night. So this is how my dad reacted. He was just in shock, but he wasn't mad. My mom said she wasn't mad. He wasn't mad on the phone. He was just like, because my mom, this is how the phone call with my mom and my dad went. My mom was like, I think she was like, something happened, like there's some news or whatever, or something happened. I think that's what my mom said. And my dad was like, what? And she was like, yo vamos a ser abuelitos. And my dad was like, from my older brother, his name is Gustavo. He was like, oh, from Gustavo. He was like, no. And then my mom said it was me. And my dad was just like, oh my God, ya la cagó type shit, you know. But he wasn't like, pinche madre hija, blah blah blah. He just told my mom too that he's gonna be there for me, and that he's gonna support me, and that to take care of myself. And he knew that I was like very far along already because my mom told him on the phone. So yeah, so that was his reaction. And literally from then on, they just kept taking me out to eat breakfast. That was their reaction. My brother, he was just like, oh my God, I want to be an uncle. And my sister had already knew. She was supporting me. And my little brother was just like, oh my God, you have a baby. And he wouldn't leave me alone about me having a baby in my stomach. And then friends wise, I didn't have, in my senior year, I did talk to quite a bit of people. Like, I did talk to people. I was always like a extrovert, I guess you could say, because I would talk to anybody. I wouldn't care. I would talk to grades lower than me, so I wouldn't care who I talked to. But friends, like close friends, I only had a few because I lost friends during high school. I'm not gonna get into that, but basically in my senior year, so basically I had two very close girlfriends during high school. I mean, during my last senior year. Like, we became really, really close because we had cosmetology together. They know who they are. One of them is Brianna, one of them is JD. JD is actually a mom now, but they were my two very, very close friends. And when I told them, it was because they were telling me like people that was pregnant during our high school and stuff like that. And I remember Brianna was like, you're pregnant, and I was just like, yeah. And then she was like, wait, really? And we both started laughing and then tearing up at the same time. She actually cried when I told her because we were so close. And she was just like, wait, really? I was just joking. Like, I was just saying, like, anybody's pregnant now, you know? She was like, oh my God. And she was just crying. And then I started crying. And then JD, she just kept laughing. She thought we were playing. Because since Brianna just said it out of the blue, and I was just like, yeah. She was like, because I was wanting to tell them since I found out. And I feel like they knew. I think they actually knew before my parents knew, because I kept telling them, I'm gonna tell them. And so I think they found out first. I think it was like 2 months or 3 months. I'm not sure how far along I was when I told them. But they were both happy for me. And then JD was like, I'm trying to get pregnant. You know, she actually ended up getting pregnant the year after, like around, well, actually, I'm not even sure when she got pregnant. But that's when I found out, like around February and March. So that's how they reacted. I had, what was it? 3 close guy friends, I guess you could say. Well, I don't know if I can say their name, but they know who they are. And then my guy friends, when I told them, I don't remember when I told them. I think I told them on the day of graduation that I was pregnant, because that's who I sat with on graduation day. I sat with my guy friend, and I told him that I was pregnant, and he started like, he was holding my graduation gown and everything so I wouldn't hold anything, but he was like, really, you can't even tell? And it was true, because I was already like a chubby girl, but I wasn't, you know, that bad. So I guess I looked normal to them. So they were like, really, you can't even tell? And then I was like, yeah. And then I had a dress on. I had a black dress on for graduation, a very tight one that I bought from Fashion Nova, I think I bought it from. So I was like, look, there's my bump. And they're like, oh my god. And then my guy friend, he was just like, he would like hold on to my belly. He'd be like, oh my god, you have a baby. So yeah, that's how my friends reacted. That's how family and friends reacted. Okay, so moving on to the next question. I kind of got stuck with that one, like actually explaining. So sorry. Okay, the next question I got was, how do you get over arguments with your boyfriend? When me and my boyfriend would get into arguments, we just didn't talk. Like, obviously we'll be around each other, but we just didn't talk, because if we would talk, we would argue really bad and it would just end really, really bad. So we just, you know, gave each other space. We wouldn't talk. We'll just stay in the same room, and then eventually he'll either come to me and be like, I'm sorry, or I'll go to him and I'll be like, I'm sorry. So that's how we would get over our arguments. So she said, how did you feel when you found out you were pregnant, and how did you tell him? Love you, by the way. I love you guys too. And we actually found out together. What went through my mind immediately wasn't like, oh shit, gotta go abort. Like, I knew I was gonna have a kid. I knew I was gonna have my baby, because, you know, I'm pro-choice. If you feel like you need to, like if it's like in a bad situation, you feel like you need to, then you should, you know, because it should be your decision. But I didn't feel like I wanted to, but I did feel very, very sad and upset. I was crying. As soon as my boyfriend turned it over and it said pregnant, I was starting to cry. And it wasn't because I felt like, ugh, I didn't want to have my baby, but it was more because of my parents, like how my parents would feel. Like, I felt like I disappointed them in a way once I found that I was pregnant. That's how we felt. And it wasn't no telling him, because we both found out together. Since Roberto left to boot camp, has it been really hard for you? Yes, it has been. Well, at first, in the beginning, it was really hard for me because I missed him a bunch. Like, I would cry nonstop. I would literally, like when my daughter would cry, I would cry, because he was a big help for me, you know, with, you know, that's his daughter too. So, I don't know, like I couldn't do it on my own. And that sounds dumb because I'm the mom. But it's just the truth. Like, once you, like, we were both raising her. So when he left, and like, I was already super, super sad. So whenever Aubrey would cry, I would just start crying too. Because I'd be like, where are you? Like, like, I would literally be like, where are you? Like, you need to be here helping me, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, but moving to my parents' house obviously helped me a bunch, like I said, because I wouldn't feel that sad no more, you know. Like, when I read his letter, when his first handwritten letter came through the mail, I cried. I did cry, because it was his first letter that he sent me, and seeing his handwriting and stuff, it was so emotional. He actually admitted to me that he cried. Like, he wanted to quit, but you can't quit at boot camp. Like, if you quit, they just move you into another company and you have to start all over again. I get emotional reading his letters, because especially his first letter, like I was saying, he wanted to quit. He said that he was crying the past nights because he really missed us. And that's what fucking made me start crying, because he never cried, you guys. He used to cry back then, like in the beginning of our relationship, because we were much younger, and we would cry like if we would like have a break or whatever. So for him telling me that he was crying over there, it's like the saddest thing. Like, he never cries, you know. Okay, I'm gonna put my lashes off camera, and then I'll come back to the questions. You guys should go follow my Snapchat. It is at g.perlaa with 2 A's. If you guys wonder why I have G on everything, like baaavby.g, on my Instagram, how it came out, my username, G for like my social media means my middle name, Guadalupe. If you guys didn't know my middle name is Guadalupe, and so I put baby G. Okay, so moving on to the next one. It says, okay, favorite show on Netflix. Okay, let's get into shows now. Oh my god, you guys, I just watched a movie yesterday that TikTok recommended me to watch. Like literally, TikTok's driving me crazy. But on TikTok, this girl was like, you should watch this movie. So this is a movie I recommend to watch. I watched it yesterday with my sister. It's actually pretty good. I hate the ending because it left me off with like a fucking question, but it's called Platform. You guys should really go watch that movie. I can't say more without even spoiling it, because I'm not the type to explain how a movie goes without explaining it. So you guys should go watch that. My favorite show on Netflix is probably On the Block. Never watched it before, ever, until recently. I finished the shows I was watching, and I was like, dang, I have nothing to watch. And I seen a lot of people always talk about On the Block. I never watched it when it first came out. I think I started one episode and then like for five minutes, and I didn't watch it because it said continue. But I find it so funny. I actually love that show. I can't wait for season 4. Yeah, that's probably my favorite show on Netflix. I do watch a bunch of shows on Netflix, but I have none right now that I'm watching. So if you guys know any other shows, I try to watch Elite. I literally only watched like 5 minutes of it, and I wasn't like convinced. So if you guys really do you guys even recommend Elite? Like, is Elite a good show? Next one, can you do a mukbang video? Okay, so I was gonna do a mukbang Q&A, but I don't know, I don't feel like going out to get food, so I just did it. Get ready with me. And last time, a lot of people, like almost half of the people, wanted to get ready with me Q&A. Like a lot of people voted for that, so I was like, oh, just do get ready with me this time. Okay, next question. Have you and your boyfriend talked about getting married, or you guys are waiting for the future? We were actually gonna get married before he left to boot camp. We're gonna wait until he comes back till we get married. It's a big commitment. I know. Look at that. Look at that. Like, what are you doing here? It's a big commitment, I know, but you know, we have a family, so might as well, you know. So yeah, that is definitely in our plans. Hopefully, if this whole coronavirus like fucking leaves out of here and like doesn't come back ever again, then yeah, that's the plan. So for when he comes back, for us to go get married. We're probably not gonna do like a big church wedding until in the future. We're probably gonna go get married like in a civil, you know. Okay, so next question was, does your boyfriend get along with your parents? No, I'm just kidding. They do get along. Little fun fact, my mom knew my boyfriend way before I knew my boyfriend. Like, he was like my brother's friend back in middle school, and I didn't even know him. But my mom actually knew him because she worked at this little store that was right down his street. And so yeah, so they already had like a connection, because he fun fact, my boyfriend was actually into stupid shit when he was in middle school and the beginning of high school. So he would go to like my mom and talk and stuff, and my mom would like help him and give him advice and stuff, because yeah, so that's all I want to say. So, and then my dad, like, it's weird because my dad, he comes off as a scary guy. Like, he's not at all. Like, I used to even be scared of him, because my dad looked like he's just like, whenever, I don't know, growing up with my dad is just, I don't know how to say it. He comes off as a rude guy, but he's pretty cool. They get along. Like, we'll visit, they'll talk, but they weren't always like, they're not like, they don't have like a very, very close relationship either. Like, you know, they would just say like hi to each other. I don't know why. It's always been like that. How many siblings you got? By the way, you're so pretty. Thank you. And I have 3 siblings. I have one younger sister, she's 13. I have one younger brother, he is 7. And I have my oldest brother, and he is 20. I'm 19, he's 20. So my mom literally had me, or got pregnant with me when he was a baby. So yeah, me and my brother are very, very close, just because we're close in age. You know, I grew up with him. What part of Atlanta do you live? I literally asked my my cousin the other day. I was like, what part of Atlanta do we live? He's like, the south side, the south part. And I mean, a lot of people do say we from the south side, so I guess south side Atlanta. I live very, very close to the city of Atlanta. Like, we live like a good, if there's traffic and stuff, probably like 20 minutes. But if there's no traffic, like 10 minutes from downtown. Any lotion or anything to make pregnancy strict marks go away? No, girl, I don't have any. But I really don't recommend one. I had one that I had bought. It didn't really help, so I don't know what to tell you. If you guys, anybody know a good stretch mark remover, let me know. Let us know down in the comments. What's your plans for the future? By the way, your family is goals. Thank you so much. I like when you guys compliment me and my family. Okay, so plans for the future. When he comes back, hopefully we can get our place. We can get a little apartment before we actually get a house, you know. Plans for the future. I still plan on doing YouTube. I don't know for how long. I just want to grow on YouTube. I just like doing YouTube in general. Like, even if I haven't been posting lately, trust me, I love doing YouTube. So yeah, I'm just gonna be a military wife or mom or whatever. So yeah, and then hopefully I'm gonna go to school much in the future, like in like a year or two. I want to go to school to get my cosmetology license. And I don't know what else I want to do. I don't know. So for me, I'm just like, I like to let things go. Like, I do like to plan some stuff, but then a lot of times it doesn't go the way you want it to. So I try not to plan as much or as very hard setting ones. So guys, I don't know if you guys remember a video. I'm so fucking ugly. So you guys remember the video where I went shopping? I don't know which one it was. I remember I just had like a butterfly shirt, my hair back. I had a bunch of blush on my freaking cheeks and my nose. I look like a fucking I don't know what I look like. Like, I just look fucking ridiculous. That's when I was watching a bunch of TikToks with like people putting a lot of blush on their faces, you know. My dumbass did that and I looked really horrible. So I'm so sorry if I look like shit, but I gotta admit it. I'm not even sure if I finished answering that question. So that's what for me. For my daughter, I want to get her into a lot of stuff. Like, I want to get her into like gymnastics and like ballerina classes, you know, just so, you know, give her those opportunities that I didn't have when I was growing up. So I want to make sure she like finds what she likes to do. So I'm going to put her in a lot of different types of stuff. My boyfriend wants to put her in like karate and stuff like that. So I want to put her in swimming classes as well, but just wait until she's a little bit older, because okay guys, so I'm gonna answer this last question. It's very short anyway, so I'm gonna answer it and then I'm gonna go because my daughter. Okay, so the last and final question is, did you want a girl? Yes. When we found out I was pregnant, I've always wanted a girl. My boyfriend, he wanted a girl too. So yeah, so that was all the questions. This is how I looked. I look so good. And it's good because I haven't got it ready in a long time. So now I need to take pictures because I'm not gonna get ready till quarantine is over. Okay guys, so that was my get ready with me. So make sure you guys follow my Instagram. Like I said, follow all my social media, but follow my Instagram if you guys want to be in future Q&As or anything. Like, I might, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, what video should I post, and I actually get video ideas from you guys. So yeah, make sure you guys follow my socials. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm not doing an intro right now because I keep getting copyrighted from my intro, even though I supposedly have songs that are non-copyright. So I don't have an intro because that's where usually my social media plugs are at, but they're also down in the description. So if you guys want to go follow my social medias, they are down below. If I'm not posting YouTube videos, I'm always snapping either my daughter or me. So make sure you guys go follow my Snapchat. And thank you guys so much for asking these questions. I feel like it was very refreshing. I don't know, I have more videos planned. Just hopefully I get like the you know, the ganas to do it. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys subscribe down below and turn on your post notifications to be notified whenever I post. And make sure you guys like this video if you like get ready with me and stuff, and comment down below any video ideas. Now that I'm here with my mom, I want to do like pranks and stuff on my family. So if you guys have any prank ideas, make sure you guys comment them down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.